This robot suit needs fixins all the time.
Ah, you know the sound effect.
Ah, great. Look what you've done to my slide. Now I'm gonna have to fix it. While I'm fixing my slide, don't touch my robot suit. You could cause indescribable chaos. I'm serious.
Alright, Sonny, I won't touch it. That fool! I had my fingers crossed. Well, that was easy. Boy, stealing that robotic suit was so much fun it should be illegal, like copyright infringement. Not that I infringe any copyrights or anything. I mean, my name clearly isn't a ripoff of somebody else's. Who was that guy? Hello, you bottom-feeding imbeciles. My name is Headmistress Bronze Elderly Kneecap, and I say that simply for the reason that none of you bottom-feeding imbeciles are ever going to remember my name. Now, would anybody like to tell me about their weekend?
Whoa! I had a terrible weekend. When I went to the fridge to get some cold pills, I was convinced that that meant temperature cold pills. The freezer was so cold that it froze my glasses, contracting them, making them split in half. And then one of the pieces went straight through my arm, so I had to shoot it off with my Glock.
Inappropriate stories, Sonny. You get detention! Now, would anybody like to tell me about their weekend? How about you, random Japanese starfish?
Well, I went on a date with random turtle dude because I'm desperate.
What was that?
Nothing. And we went to see Ice Age 3, and it was the worst movie we've ever seen. It sucked.
Inappropriate language, Missy. You get detention!
I guess it sucked. Sucked? This sucks. You say sucked all the time. This sucks.
I am a teacher. Teachers have that right. You're less than a student, a bottom-feeding imbecile. Now, before we move on to our first lesson, would anybody else like to tell me about their weekend? No one?
Well,
Come on, don't be shy. Oh well, Bess, we better move on to our first lesson.
The history of turkey bacon on audio cassette.
Now, I'm just gonna put the tape in.
Now wait, Mrs. Kneecap. I'd like to tell about my weekend.
Anything for my #1 students.
But Mrs. Kneecap, he's talking out.
The only one talking out around here is you, Bob, and you get detention!
Thank you, Mrs. Kneecap. Well, Bob and I went to a water park together over the weekend, and my training pant got cut on a rusty nail at the very top of the highest waterfall. So, as we went down, it ripped off my training pant, revealing my bootite to the entire world.
Oh, man, that is hilarious. You deserve an A. No detention for you.
Do you want to see my butt right now?
Of course, Sonny.
3 miserable seconds later.
Boy, Baldini, your butt is hilarious.
Ugh, he just scarred me and all the other students for life.
Then you all get detention. What happened next? What happened next? Please tell me, Sonny. I gotta know.
And then about 4 hours later.
So after that, Bob took me to a club.
Once again, you are hilarious. But speaking of strips, we better move on to our first lesson.
The history of turkey bacon on audio cassette.
Class dismissed! For the great Baldini only. The rest of you bottom-feeding imbeciles are gonna stay here in detention and do your work like bottom-feeding imbeciles.
But who's gonna watch us?
Not to worry, my robotic suit will make sure you don't escape while I go home and enjoy myself.
And so will I, Mrs. Kneecap.
Set to kill.
Meanwhile.
So, what are you wearing? Oh, that sounds hot. Oh, I gotta go, Mom. Somebody's at the door. Yay, the cops!
Is this the home of the Bronze Elderly Kneecap?
What's it to ya, Sonny?
My name is Mr. Black, and I'm here to revoke your teaching license.
What? You can't do that to me, Mr. Black. I is the bestest teacher in stuffed animal land. I even has a robotic suit looking after my bottom-feeding imbeciles.
You do realize that's illegal.
Oh, about that suit, that wasn't mine. I stole that from some big-headed baby.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
If I go to jail, who's going to replace me?
Hello, students. My name is Mutter J. Utter. I am your new teacher and a possible pedophile. Now, are there any questions? Yes, me. Other than what is the capital of South Dakota? Oh, in that case, me say, what is capital of North Dakota? Let me check my nifty little book of responses. It says here I am supposed to give you detention. Personally, I don't believe in giving you guys detention.
So you're not going to give us detention?
Of course I still am, but you can all be my friends in detention. Except for that fat kid, and that kid with no shirts.
Hey.
It is people like you who are bankrupting the fine clothing companies of this harsh economy.
You has got to be kidding me.
I'm afraid we're not.
Oh, by the way, what happened to my robot suits?
Only God can help me.